Thunder cracked above the crowded market as Alma sprinted through the narrow path between stalls, balancing a tray of fresh oranges on her head. Vendors shouted prices, customers pushed and argued, and the muddy floor splashed beneath her feet. She was already late delivering the fruits to a waiting customer, and her heart thudded hard as she weaved between baskets, goats, and people. Then it happened, sharp and sudden. Her left slipper snapped. The rubber tore in half, folding under her foot as she stepped down. Alma pitched forward with a gasp. The tray slid from her head. Oranges scattered across the ground like rolling marbles. She stumbled, tried to steady herself, but her bare foot skidded. Before she could recover, she crashed into the shiny bumper of a sleek black car parked at the edge of the market. A loud thud echoed. People turned immediately. "Don kill person car oh," someone shouted. This girl is finished today," another vendor cried. Alma froze. Her palms pressed against the car. Her breath trembled. The broken slipper dangled pitifully from her toes. All she could think was, "Please, God, not today. I can't afford trouble today." The car door opened slowly. A tall, well-dressed man stepped out. His wristwatch gleamed, his shoes spotless. Everything about him screamed wealth. The crowd murmured, backing away. Alma lowered her head, shaking, unable to speak as fear wrapped around her throat. I'm so sorry, sir," she whispered. "I didn't mean, my slipper, it broke and—" He raised a hand gently. "Are you hurt?" That question stunned everyone. A rich man with a damaged car was asking if she was hurt. Alma blinked in confusion. "No, sir. I'm fine." The man crouched beside her broken slipper, studying it as if it were important. "How long have you been walking like this?" She swallowed. "It's old, sir. I've repaired it many times. It just gave up today." The fruit seller beside them shook her head. "This girl works too hard. From morning till night. Don't be angry with her, sir." Alma winced. She didn't want pity. Not in front of a stranger. Not like this. The man stood and looked at Alma again. Really looked, at her tired eyes, the dust on her legs, the oranges rolling around her feet. Something softened in his expression. "What's your name?" "Alma," she said quietly. "Alma," he repeated, like he was memorizing it. "Tell me why a young girl like you is running around this market barefoot." Her jaw tightened. She didn't want to explain her life to this stranger. But the whole market was staring, waiting. She forced a small breath. "I needed to deliver these fruits on time. My mother is sick. I'm the only one who can take care of her. I sell fruits before school and after school. It's not easy, sir." "You still attend school?" he asked. "Sometimes," she whispered. "When we can afford it." The man's brow furrowed. "Where is your father?" Alma's chest tightened painfully. "He left when I was 9. Silence fell. Even the vendors stopped pretending not to listen. "I see," the man said softly. Alma bowed her head again. "I'm really sorry about your car. I'll work to pay for the paint if it's scratched." He looked at the bumper. Not even a mark. "There's nothing to pay for, Alma." She blinked. "Sir," instead of shouting, instead of demanding compensation, he said, "Come tomorrow to this address." He reached into his pocket and handed her a clean white business card. "Let's talk properly." Alma stared at it like it was a foreign object. "Talk, sir." "Yes," he said simply. "You shouldn't be running through this market like this. You're a child. You deserve better." Her lips parted. Sir, I don't understand." "You will," he replied. "Tomorrow." He returned to his car. The engine hummed quietly, contrasting the noisy market. As he drove away, people rushed to Alma. "You're lucky, oh. That man get good heart. Alma, go tomorrow. This is your destiny." Destiny? Alma didn't believe in such things. Not when life had never favored her. She picked up her scattered oranges with shaking hands and limped home with one slipper half torn. When she entered the tiny, dimly lit room she shared with her mother, the older woman lifted her head from the mat. "Alma, why are you late? And why are you barefoot?" Alma exhaled shakily. "Mama, something happened today." Her mother struggled to sit up. "What happened? Did someone hurt you?" "No. A man. A rich man. I fell on his car." Her mother gasped. "Huh? Alma, what were you thinking?" "Mama, I didn't plan it. My slipper broke." "But Mama, he wasn't angry. He gave me this." She handed her the card. Her mother squinted at the name. "Mr. Tund Alaba, CEO, Alaba Group Holdings." "Alma," her mother's voice dropped. "People like this, they don't help children like us for free. There is always something they want." Alma looked down at her broken slipper on the floor. Maybe he genuinely wants to help. Or maybe it is a trap, her mother whispered fearfully. You must be careful. Promise me you won't go alone. Alma sat beside her. Mama, we are drowning. You are getting worse. I am trying, but it's never enough. What if this is a chance? Her mother grabbed her hand tightly. I don't want to lose you. Alma blinked away tears. You won't. I'll be careful. Mama, I need hope. Even a small one. Her mother said nothing, only pressed her forehead to Alma's hand, trembling softly. That night, Alma couldn't sleep. She stared at the broken slipper lying beside her mat. It looked worthless, useless. Yet somehow, it was the reason she now held a millionaire's card in her hand. Was it a coincidence? Fate? A trap? At dawn, she made her decision. She slipped on her only remaining good slipper, held the broken one in her hand, and began walking barefoot toward the tall building printed on the card. Each step hurt. Each stair burned. But she kept walking. She whispered to herself, if this is a door, God, let it open. She reached the office building, glass shining, security guards watching, and took a shaky breath. Then she stepped inside. Alma stood just inside the glass doors, unsure if she even belonged in a place like this. The floor shone so brightly she could see her own reflection, dusty feet, worn dress, broken slipper clutched in her hand. She swallowed. A receptionist approached with a polite but puzzled smile. Hello, may I help you? Alma almost turned back. I'm here to see Mr. Tund. He asked me to come. The receptionist blinked, clearly surprised. Mr. Tund asked you? What's your name? Alma. The woman typed, frowned, checked again. Oh, he really did put your name here. You may go up. Floor 7. Alma thanked her shyly, heart pounding as she stepped into the elevator. Her reflection stared back at her, reminding her she didn't belong. She gripped the broken slipper like a lifeline. Just breathe, she whispered to herself. When the elevator opened, she found Mr. Tund waiting, actually waiting, for her at the hallway. You came, he said warmly. Alma lowered her head. Yes, sir. Stop calling me sir. I'm not that old, he joked lightly. Just call me Mr. Tund. She nodded. Come, he said, guiding her into a spacious office. The windows stretched from floor to ceiling, showing the entire city. Alma felt small, like a grain of sand in a world she never knew existed. He gestured for her to sit. She sat at the edge, terrified she might stain the chair. So, Alma, he said, leaning forward, tell me about your mother. Alma froze. My mother, she's sick. She can't walk well anymore. She used to work, but her voice cracked. Now she just lies down. Some days she can barely breathe. What about hospital visits? She looked down. We went once. They asked for tests we couldn't afford. His jaw tightened. And your education? Alma felt heat rise behind her eyes. I want to finish school. I really do. But most days I have to sell fruits or carry loads in the market. If I don't, Mama won't eat. There was a long pause. Mr. Tund exhaled slowly. Alma, do you know why I asked you to come here? She shook her head. Because that day in the market, I saw something I recognized. I used to be you. Alma's eyes widened. You? Yes, he said softly. My mother raised me alone. We sold vegetables on the street. One day, a stranger helped me. He paid for my schooling. He said, when you grow, help someone else. So I did. Alma blinked rapidly as the weight of his words settled. I want to help you, Alma, he continued. I'm offering to sponsor your education. I will also take responsibility for your mother's treatment. And I'll set you up with basic needs, clothes, shoes, school supplies. Alma stared at him as though the floor had disappeared beneath her. Sir, you don't know me. Why would you do all this? Because someone once did it for me, he said with a gentle smile. And because you deserve a chance. Alma felt tears spill over. She tried wiping them quickly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't apologize for crying, he said softly. Life has not been fair to you. Let someone stand with you this time. She clasped the broken slipper tightly. I don't know how to thank you. You will, he said. But first, let's help your mother. May I visit your home tomorrow with my doctor? Alma froze. That was the moment reality struck. A stranger coming to her home. What would Mama say? What would the neighbors think? She nodded slowly, though fear twisted inside her. The next day, Alma waited outside her house, hands trembling. The alley was narrow, lined with rusted zinc roofs and cracked walls. People stared when a black SUV pulled in. Some whispered. Some pointed. Who is that? Is that Amma's visitor? He must be a rich man. Hope she knows what she's doing. Amma's stomach churned. The door opened, and Mr. Tun stepped out with a doctor and a nurse. Amma rushed to him. Sir, thank you for coming. Lead the way, he said. Inside, Amma's mother struggled to sit when she saw them. You actually came. Yes, Ma, Mr. Tun said respectfully. We're here to help. The doctor examined her carefully. Her condition is serious but treatable. With the right medication and therapy, she can regain strength. Amma's mother's lips trembled. I don't know how to repay. You don't need to, he said gently. Just focus on healing. Neighbors crowded outside the door, whispering loudly. Rich people don't do anything for free. Amma, better be careful. Oh. This is how stories start. Amma felt shame prick her skin, but she ignored them. Her mother, however, heard every word. Amma, she whispered, are you sure this is right? Amma knelt beside her. Mama, he wants to help us. Please, trust me. Her mother looked at Mr. Tund, then at Amma, then finally nodded. Okay, we will accept. Relief washed over Amma so intensely she nearly collapsed. Over the next week, medication arrived. A therapist began visiting. For the first time in months, Amma saw her mother smile without pain. Sometimes she caught her humming softly, a sound Amma thought she had forgotten. One afternoon, Amma received a bag from Mr. Tun's office. New shoes, 3 dresses, notebooks, pens, textbooks. She ran her fingers over them in awe. Her mother laughed gently. Amma, you look like someone who just saw heaven. Amma held up the shoes. Mama, look. Real school shoes. Not slippers. You deserve it, her mother whispered. Amma began attending school regularly. Every morning, she walked confidently, wearing shoes that didn't break, carrying books she never dreamed of owning. Teachers noticed her improvement. Students whispered in admiration. But Amma didn't brag. She didn't boast. She only worked harder, determined not to waste the miracle given to her. Yet, deep inside, she knew the journey wasn't over. Something bigger was coming, something she wasn't prepared for. Weeks passed, and Amma's life shifted in ways she had never imagined. She woke up earlier, studied harder, and returned home each day to see her mother gaining strength. Sometimes, she would catch her mother standing for a few seconds before sitting again. Small victories that made Amma's eyes fill with grateful tears. One Saturday afternoon, Amma arrived at Mr. Tun's office with her homework. He had asked her to come so he could help her prepare for an upcoming school competition. When she entered, he smiled warmly. Amma, you're improving fast. You should be proud. She sat across from him, trying to hide how much his words meant. I'm trying my best, sir. I know you are. And I'm here to support you. Before Amma could respond, his phone buzzed. He glanced at the screen, frowned, then answered. Yes? What do you mean they rejected it? We agreed on the terms. He paused, voice tightening. No, I'll handle it myself. He ended the call and forced a smile, but Amma could tell something was wrong. Sir, is everything okay? He sighed. Sometimes even adults face storms, Amma. But we push through. She hesitated, then spoke softly. Thank you for pushing through for me and Mama. His expression shifted, touched. Helping you reminds me why I started everything. It gives me purpose. Amma lowered her gaze, cheeks warming. She had never been anyone's purpose before. Just then, footsteps echoed outside, followed by a firm knock. A woman entered, tall, elegant, and clearly irritated. Tund, she said sharply. We need to talk. Amma stiffened. Tola, he said with a calm sigh. Now isn't a good time. The woman's eyes darted to Amma. Is this the girl everyone is talking about? The market girl you've been spending money on? Amma felt her chest tighten in humiliation. Tola, he warned. No, answer me, she snapped. Do you know what people are saying? That you've taken in a poor girl too. Enough. His voice cut through the air, deep and protective. What I do with my resources is my choice. Amma and her mother needed help. I gave it. Tola scoffed. You're ruining your reputation for a charity case. Amma flinched like she'd been slapped. Tola, he said, voice low, get out. The woman glared, then slammed the door behind her. Amma sat very still, eyes stinging. Sir, maybe she's right. Maybe helping me is causing trouble. Maybe I should stop coming. He turned to her quickly. Amma, look at me. She hesitated, then lifted her gaze. You are not trouble, he said firmly. I chose to help you because you deserve it. Don't let anyone make you feel like you're less. But people are talking, Alma whispered. My schoolmates whisper, market women stare. Mama worries. What if they think I'm something I'm not? He softened. Let them talk. Their words don't define your worth. You're rewriting your story, Alma. That scares people who've never had courage. A single tear slid down her cheek. She wiped it quickly. Thank you for believing in me. He nodded. Always. Later that evening, Alma returned home to find her mother standing near the door with a cane, fully upright, breathing steadily. Mama. Alma dropped her bag and rushed to her. Her mother opened her arms, laughing softly. My daughter, look at me. I walked today. Just a few steps, but I walked. Alma held her tightly. Mama, you're getting better. You're truly getting better. Her mother pulled back, cupping her face. Because of you. Because you dared to hope. Alma felt warmth spread through her chest. It wasn't just Mr. Tun's kindness that brought them here. It was her courage, too. Days turned to weeks, and Alma's life continued rising like dawn breaking over darkness. She excelled in school. Teachers praised her. Her mother grew stronger. The market women looked at her with admiration instead of pity. One afternoon, Alma stopped by Mr. Tun's office to give him news. She had won first place in her school competition. But he wasn't at his desk. Instead, his assistant greeted her with a smile. He left you something, the woman said, handing Alma a small box wrapped in gold paper. He said to give it to you today. Alma's hands shook as she unwrapped it. Inside lay a pair of beautifully crafted slippers, glittering, elegant, unlike anything she'd ever seen. She touched them delicately, breath-catching. But what made her heart freeze was the engraving inside. A broken moment began your journey. Tears blurred her vision instantly. She held the slippers close, overwhelmed. He said you'd understand, the assistant added gently. Alma nodded, unable to speak. She understood perfectly. That broken, worthless slipper she'd almost thrown away, it had been the beginning of everything. Every pain, every humiliation, every struggle had brought her here. She returned home walking slowly, replaying the journey in her mind. Falling in the market, the broken slipper dangling, people laughing, fear choking her. And then, the man who had seen her, not as a burden, but as a possibility. That night, Alma sat beside her mother. Mama, I want to tell you something. Her mother smiled. What is it, my child? Alma placed the new slippers on her lap. Her mother gasped softly. Mama, Alma whispered, voice trembling with emotion. My life isn't the same anymore. And it all started because my slipper broke. Something I thought was the end became the beginning. Her mother squeezed her hand. When God wants to lift you, he breaks what you're using to stay on the ground. Alma's tears flowed freely. She looked at the slippers again, symbols of hope, of change, of destiny touched by kindness. The next morning, Alma walked confidently into school, wearing her neat shoes, books tucked under her arm, head held high. Students stared, not with mockery, but admiration. She no longer shrank under their eyes. She had risen. As she reached the school gate, a narrator's voice echoed in the story's closing lines. Sometimes, life doesn't break you to destroy you. Sometimes it breaks something around you to redirect you. And when hope arrives in unexpected places, don't question it. Embrace it. Let your broken moment become the beginning of your miracle. A soft fade out as Alma smiles brightly at the future ahead. And as the screen darkens, the final message appears. If this story touched your heart, don't leave without showing love. Like this video, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to Televra TV, where stories breathe, for more emotional, life-changing stories. Your support helps bring more hope-filled stories to life.